Are you looking to record your PowerPoint presentations with OBS Studio? Whether it's for a polished online course, a professional meeting, or sharing your latest ideas, in today's tutorial, I'll walk you through the entire process, step by step, so you finish confidently capturing smooth, great-looking videos of your slides. By the end of this video, you'll know how to set up your PowerPoint for recording, choose the best capture method in OBS Studio, and avoid common pitfalls that trip up so many first-timers. Let's dive right in. First, you'll want to get your workspace ready by opening up both PowerPoint and OBS Studio on your computer. I always recommend starting with a bit of setup in PowerPoint. Head over to the Slideshow tab, click Setup Slideshow, and select Browse by an individual window. This tells PowerPoint to run your presentation in its own discrete window, making it much easier for OBS to lock onto the exact content you want to record, rather than capturing your entire desktop or losing focus during your talk. Next, inside OBS Studio, let's add a dedicated source for your presentation. At the bottom of the interface, find the Sources box, click the little plus button, and choose Window Capture. When prompted, give this source a clear name, something like PowerPoint, which helps you stay organized if you're juggling multiple inputs, like a webcam or extra windows. A dialog box will pop up allowing you to configure things. From the Window drop-down menu, locate and select your active PowerPoint window. Be sure to pick the right one if you have several windows open. For the best results, I recommend changing the capture method to Windows Graphics Capture. This helps OBS more reliably grab what's on each slide, keeping everything crisp and in sync. If you want viewers to see your mouse as you highlight points or circle key facts, tick Capture Cursor. Otherwise, leave it unchecked for a clean look. When you're happy, click OK. Now you'll see your PowerPoint window appear in the live preview area of OBS Studio. Take a moment to adjust the sizing. Just click and drag the edges, making sure all the slide content is visible. Here's a quick tip. Holding down Alt while dragging the side handles lets you crop off any bits you don't want, such as the title bar or excess blank space. Don't worry if your first try isn't perfect. You can keep tweaking until it looks just right. If you want your webcam feed to appear on the recording, add it as a video capture device, and make sure it sits above the PowerPoint source in your source list. Just like stacking transparent sheets on an overhead projector, whatever's on top is what viewers see first. When everything's set, click Start Recording in OBS Studio. Switch over to your PowerPoint window, start your slideshow, and present as you normally would. OBS does all the heavy lifting in the background, capturing every slide transition and moving graphic as you speak. Once you're finished, simply hop back to OBS and press Stop Recording. Your video will automatically save to your chosen folder, ready to be shared or edited. Now, let's talk about an alternative method: display capture. If, for some reason, window capture isn't working, maybe you need to record more than just your slides, or your PowerPoint presentation won't show up in the dropdown, display capture can be a handy fallback. To use it, open PowerPoint and OBS Studio as before. In OBS, tap the plus button in Sources and select Display Capture. Name it, press OK, and then choose which screen you want to record if you have multiple monitors. Resize the captured display inside OBS to frame just your slides and webcam, arranging everything as you like. Whether you're using Window or Display Capture, click Start Recording in OBS. Deliver your PowerPoint presentation as normal, and when you're all done, return to OBS and hit Stop Recording. Your session is now saved and ready to go. That wraps up our guide on capturing PowerPoint presentations with OBS Studio. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and don't hesitate to ask any questions in the comments. I'm always happy to help troubleshoot or suggest tips for your specific setup. And if you're interested in more guides like this, be sure to subscribe for future tutorials. Thanks for watching.